Well, tomorrow is going to be a very critical day as far as the entire scandal on the acquisition of 36 Rafale fighter aircraft from France is concerned. The Comptroller and Auditor General, that's the government's financial watchdog, they will table their report. The government will table the CAG report in Parliament tomorrow, and NDTV has learned that the CAG will not, in fact, come out with detailed pricing details of this particular deal as demanded by the opposition. That's because the government has always argued that the intergovernmental agreement has secrecy clauses which prevent any aspect of a detailed breakup of costs to be revealed. The opposition says one of the primary details that they need to know to figure out whether or not this is a clean deal is linked to pricing. So there will not be any pricing details, but perhaps some percentage details comparing the old deal that the UPA were trying to get and the new deal which this government has managed to get.
Focus will be and everybody's eye will be on pricing, but sadly the government of India has prevailed on the CAG, the Comptroller Auditor General. So like a few precedents which are rare, but now the government of India has been able to prevail, citing national security clause as well as the secrecy in the intergovernmental agreement to ensure that the price comparison in real terms between what happened and what is the cost of the final deal in the 2015 36 flyaway conditions will not be known, because they have agreed to the Ministry of Defence as well as the government's contention. Having said that, they haven't gone into the offset clauses. That will wait for another report. We'll have to wait for the new government once it's elected to place it on the floor of the House. So the CAG has time to get into the offset clauses on that issue. The most important part, of course, is that it is 2 volumes. An entire volume has been kept for Rafale and the procurement and the acquisition on that. They have done an audit on the procedures and processes in terms of how it's gone about the entire deal. But most important is the audit in terms of comparison of the 2007 126 aircraft deal, which was a global tender. And then, of course, they've taken juxtaposed, according to the government's contention, of 18 flyaway units to the 36 aircrafts that were procured in the 2015 agreement. So that's the basis on which they're comparing. We'll have to wait and see whether there are any severe audits, but unofficially we are told that there will be a separate release unofficially from the CAG to explain their version and not the government's version.